welcome to Lifetime on Court, the show where we break down your favorite made-for-TV movies one bottle at a time. I'm your host, Patrick Serrano, and today we are talking about fucking Ice Machine. Can you hear that? A Predator's Obsession. A Predator's Obsession stars Houston Stevenson, Sarah Weiser, Felicity Mason, Julia Blanchard, and Grayson Goss, giving us that hot goss, but he's a child. On the show, we either pour it up, which means yes, or put a cork in it, which means no, thank you. So, what are we going to do to this movie? Pour it up! Now, if you haven't seen the movie and you want to avoid spoilers, you're going to want to go ahead and hit pause and then come on back. I'm about to do a recap starting now.
The movie starts with a handsome man named Daniel feeding sharks. He has an unhealthy relationship with sharks. Cut to a teenager named Allison and her kid brother Kevin. They're having a fun day at the beach until Kevin is bullied by some dorks and left stranded in the middle of the ocean. Good on Allison because she sees a shark swimming around and runs out to save her brother in shark-infested waters. After a lot of CGI sharks, Daniel ends up saving them both. Daniel is immediately infatuated with Allison because she reminds him of someone. This is a sequel, so I'm thinking this has a lot to do with whatever happened in the first movie. Daniel then online stalks Allison, and then real life stalks her. The family invites Daniel over for a nice dinner. Everyone is happy he is there except for Allison's boyfriend, Carson. Carson is so suspicious that he breaks into Daniel's house and finds out that his real name is Bruce. He is almost caught, but escapes from a basement door. Daniel uses the break-in to his advantage and claims he was beat by a robber. He makes it look like the intruder attacked him to make Allison's parents take pity on him. They invite him to live with them. Cue a shirtless scene where Daniel rubs his shark bites and talks awkwardly to Allison. Then him and Carson have a little bro moment in the hallway, and I'm not sure if they're going to kiss or if they're going to fight. If he can't have Allison, Daniel goes to the next best thing and hooks up with her best friend Rhiannon. I was sure she was a goner, but somehow she survives. Who doesn't survive is Allison and Kevin's stepdad. Daniel kills him in the car and then feeds him to the sharks. Next on the kill list is Carson, who also gets fed to sharks. Rhiannon and Allison get into an argument, and Rhiannon sleeps with Daniel again. This time, she goes into the basement, finds dead bodies, and tries to text Allison to warn her about Bruce Kane. As she sends the text, she is harpooned by Daniel. Yikes. Daniel forces Allison to have a fancy dinner with him, where he proposes. And Kevin's there to serve soup while wearing a shock collar. Nothing out of the ordinary here. Kevin and Allison pour hot soup on Daniel and get away. Their mother has also been kidnapped, and she's in a shark tank. Allison dives in and fights off the CGI sharks to save her mother. Eventually, the mom saves the day by shooting Daniel with a flare gun and kicking him into the ocean to be with his shark friends. And that is A Predator's Obsession.
Predator's Obsession is the summer shark CGI Lifetime movie that no one asked for. I think it came out in March. Let me check. Pretty sure it came out in March. What's great, though, is that it's a sequel. So there was a whole nother Lifetime CGI shark movie that I completely missed, and I was so confused as to why it was called Predator's Obsession or Stalker's Prey 2. Well, that's because there's Stalker's Prey, the predecessor. I watched that one, and now things make a lot more sense. I would say you don't need to watch the first one to enjoy the second one, but it does actually help with continuity. Shockingly, that shows that it's well written. The depiction of Bruce as like someone who is an obsessive personality really comes through. You see him kind of just like nitpicking every decision that he's doing, which seems like an obsessive personality would actually do that. There was some shirtless scenes in here, which of course we love over here at Lifetime on Court. I love the ending here where the mom comes and shoots Bruce with a flare gun because why not? We're in a Lifetime movie. Mom saving daughters, always here for that. Where's my daughter? That whole thing. I love it. I guess we have to talk about the CGI sharks. We do. The CGI sharks were not doing anything not shark-like, so I actually appreciated that. I mean, they were just swimming with their little fins, and they were like chomping at things. This is chomping. That's, I guess, what we want. If Lifetime has the budget to do the CGI sharks, then might as well do them. I don't know that I'd say well, but do them. Do them. Now it is time for the Minority Report, the segment where we talk about representation in TV movies and why it matters. In A Predator's Obsession, it makes sense that there would be no POCs in this movie. If there's sharks in the water, we're not going to the beach, okay? We're not stupid. Shark warning, I'm not going. If there's a shark in the water, you see me at the beach? No, absolutely not. Yes, there definitely could have been more POC representation. So, yeah, we can definitely do better with that. It's not hard. I don't know why we keep having to have this conversation about the world looking a certain way and then TV movies looking another. When I go outside, there's me. And then there's many, many other people of color. And that wraps up today's episode. If you want more Lifetime Uncorked, you can follow us at lifetimeuncorked.com. That's our blog where we write reviews. We watch these movies so you don't have to, but if you do, we'd love to hear from you. You can follow me at Patrick Miguel or the show at Lifetime Uncorked. Don't forget to leave a comment, like, and subscribe. Do all the things. Tell all your friends. Yeah, it will be awesome. We're the place. We are the place for Lifetime reviews. I think that's it for this week. Thank you so much for watching. Okay, see you soon. Bye.